so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse, refuse to run and hide. I must let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it would kill me, but it has only made me stronger.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And those who have lost someone, my prayers are with you. And those who are going through things in our lives, I am with you as well. We are on Let It Out, and I am your host, Abocious Rochester, and we are on Plug Studio Network. And if you want to, get in on a conversation tonight, don't hesitate to call in 302-312-3534. Good evening, everybody. I want you to share this topic tonight because we're talking about um, anxiety, which is really important these days in time. It's really, really important that we talk about these issues. Hello there. Hello, hello. And, it's really important. So, like I said, don't hesitate to get in on this conversation with me tonight. I'm going to start with me, okay? I've dealt with anxiety myself. I have my moments now and then, I try to deal with them, much as I can. I have things that I still go through from time to time where, your mind goes off and thinking about things, and it takes you there where you don't want to go. But, we try to handle those things as days and, go along and what have you. So, if you're someone who's going through anxiety as myself and, and someone who is going through, the same thing, don't hesitate, like I said, to call in on this conversation tonight. And we all are, going through everyday life with, someone has either lost their jobs, their home, or what have you, and we try to handle that the best way we can, depression, and it ends up being mental health, that our minds just get carried away with things, that we go through in our everyday lives, like I said, we lose our jobs, our home, and, death is, number one thing there, and, so we all, just go through these things. But good evening, Pastor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And she stated, everyone deals with anxiety in some way. So true. So true. And we try not to let people know what's going on with us. But the best thing to do is to talk about what we're going through, right? It's not good to hold these type of things inside, because we explode, when you're feeling that way, just do something, to release that. Take some time out to just, do some meditation or something like that. Pray, whatever you do, to help yourself with that. I know people who've been in the hospital because of anxiety. They had it so bad to where they couldn't breathe. Their chest, they had heart palpitations and such things as that. So I know what that's like too. So, so this is a very serious issue, that we, like I said, we all go through every day, and so we're going to handle this tonight, and we're going to keep talking about it. It's really important, so the topic is about, anxiety and mental health. So, because like I said, it leads to that. Okay. And, I'm waiting on my my co-host Raphael. He'll be here shortly. So if you want to call in and talk to me about, you know, what you've been through or someone you know has been through it, give me a call. Let me hear your insight about anxiety and what have you. Okay. So we need to really, really talk about this tonight. And my mind always feels though, when I feel something I need to talk about, I do that. When it really has something to do with real life issues that some people are afraid to talk about. I'm not. So that's what Let It Out is all about tonight. So we're going to talk about that. Pastor stated life in general causes anxiety. So true. So true. And, so we try to be soldiers here sometimes where we try to handle things on our own. It doesn't always work that way. We always got to reach out to somebody who you could talk to and confide in to talk about whatever is going on in your life, or at that moment something that's really really bothering you, you know. So I like to hear from you, um, and it's just a serious issue, to where it leads to multiple other things to where people become suicidal as well, when they have that type of issue going on in their life. It's really scary. It's really a scary situation when you don't know what's going on with you, something out of the ordinary. You're like, what's going on here? Something's off about me, you know. So, like I said, I know what that's like, and I deal with it, now and then. It's not all the time, but I do. And I get to the point where I don't want to do anything, I don't want to clean my house. I don't want to do dishes. I'm not cooking. I'm not doing nothing. My mind travels, so I'm thinking about things, that I know I can't change, so we're all going through that situation, Hello, hello, hello. That's a really good description. Yes. How are you doing, Iris? Yes. So tonight I want you guys to, pass this along, share this topic tonight, so I don't, I'm not the only one going through this. It's a lot of us going through this situation, and we just go over the deep end, and we can't let that happen to us because we got to be here for our children, and things. So they need us. So we got to get it together, and I know it's a process for all of us. So so I'm feeling everything that you feel, and I just, I become frozen within me. I become frozen. I become not talkative. I don't want to talk to anybody. Sometimes I don't want to answer my phone sometimes, because sometimes when you're going through your things, somebody else is calling you with theirs, and you're like, okay, I'm getting broken some more here like glass. I'm getting cracked some more here. Your head becomes pounding, and and then next thing you know, it leads to the back of your neck to where it leads stress. Yes, so so we have to, try to, yes, oh, yes. Plug Studio Network stated, and get angry. Yes, and we get angry, Yes, hello, Raphael. Welcome to Let It Out. How are you? Yes, and we all tend to deal with these type of things. So, so I just want your your input. Share it with me tonight. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How
Hello,
are you?
hello. And we have a special guest in the house, Miss Jones. Hello, my love. Yes, so come on in and join me on this conversation tonight.
Hello, 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 hello. How y'all doing?
Oh, we're fine. We're fine. So tonight's topic is about anxiety.
Anxiety, yes.
Yeah, so give me your input. Have you been through an anxiety
Oh,
experience?
yes, definitely, definitely.
Okay, let's let it out.
Okay, good
together
evening,
here.
good evening, y'all. It's your man, Bassman here. I'm sorry. How are y'all this evening? Yeah. Anxiety is is powerful.
Yes, it is.
A lot of people have a lot of problems dealing with anxiety. A lot of people deal with it differently, a whole lot. You have so many people who take it. I mean, that affects them so bad to the point that they actually think about committing suicide. So if you know of anyone, make sure you get the number to the suicide hotline and please call them. But anxiety is a very powerful thing. You have too many people out here who don't know how to deal with it. They was just talking about how even how they talking about how Will Smith even just recently came out and started talking about it, and how he's now trying to change his life and the way he do things. And some people deal with it differently. I mean, you got a lot of people who deal with it through exercise, through yoga, through also. And some people go through medication. And the problem with medication comes down is that if you're not medicated the right way or calibrated the right way, you do go through the withdrawals of it, and it gets worse.
Yes.
So anxiety can be very strong.
Now, have you ever dealt with anxiety?
Yes, I deal with anxiety. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, especially every stressful situation that I'll get into. I mean, what if I'm not? What if? That's when the anxiety comes in for me. It's the what if thing,
Yes.
and it happens to me a lot.
Okay.
So it's just not as strong as others because I kind of like put it in check after a while, and then I move on with what I'm doing. But I've been able to. I think the biggest anxiety problem I will have will be mostly like my 11-year-old.
Okay.
She'll do something, or she'll start acting a certain way or being a certain way, and then you have to figure out how to deal with, how to do something about it without hurting her mentally or whatever, to add more stress to a situation. After a while, it's like you feel your heart pumping fast. You're like, all right, this is not good. This is not good. I have to deal with this, and this ain't ever. So you gotta. Sometimes your children can set it off. Sometimes family members itself can set it off.
And Iris Williams stated that she shared it, and I love you too. Thank you so much for that. And also, she stated it's hereditary.
Yeah.
Yes, it is so true too. And it, somebody has to break the cycle. Am I right?
That is
Somebody
true.
has to break the cycle somewhere down the line, because it's really a serious thing, and we can't take this lightly.
And it can be very horrible.
Yes.
And especially if the kids see it, and it comes down, like she said, it can be hereditary. And if you don't know how to deal with it, the children who's looking at you don't know how to deal with it.
So true.
So there's going to be somewhere down the line that someone has to learn. Now, they were just talking about this Philadelphia Eagles player who also going through anxiety real bad. And he came out and started talking more about it. You have so many people that you would never know that's going through it, but they'll put on that happy face and have that stiff upper lip and ready to run, but it's not good. So you got to be careful at who and what's going on, so that everybody can know that not it attacks the body differently for everybody.
It's not a me thing, it's an everybody thing.
It is, definitely.
And Iris also stated that it can cause you to hyperventilate.
That's the biggest
That's what I was
part of
saying.
it.
Yeah, the breathing gets out of
That
whack
is
to
the
where
biggest
you're like,
part
what
of
the heck
it.
is going on here? Something is not
And
right.
hyperventilation can also
Yeah.
cause you to black out.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
So you got to be very careful.
Yeah. And
So,
also, Iris stated that it can cause you to disorientation.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So-
panic attacks. Yes.
And that's how
She's right
all of
about
it go.
that.
Yeah.
Yep, right in that road, and like I said, get in on this conversation tonight. If
Definitely.
you feel as though that you've been going through it, or you are going through it, or you know someone who is going through it. So, call in and, share your let it out with me tonight.
Definitely call in 302-312-3534. Definitely call in.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
there is help out there.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, there's always counseling. There's always some way to help to get through the anxiety. I lately started doing more meditation again. I went back into
Good,
doing
good.
meditation.
And I suggested that because that's what I do from
And
time to time. Like, it'll help me from
yeah.
it. Like, I just sit in the sun and then I just like take it all in, and I'm just taking my moment at that time, to
For those of you who
Yeah.
may not be an outside
yeah,
person,
yeah.
I suggest this. A lot of people have Alexa in their house now. Go to Alexa. Go to spa music. Sit there with a candle lit or in the dark, however you feel. Close your eyes. Breathe. Think all positive thoughts, none of the negative thoughts that caused you to feel upset from the beginning. All positive. You woke up that day. That's positive. You went to work that day, another dollar earned for your home.
Yes.
That's positive.
Yes.
Every single thing that you can think of that you got through that was positive, the
So
day
true.
before, everything.
Yes, yes.
Positive. Keep that as your happy space, your place that you need to be in, and think positive. I promise you, just something that small actually does work.
Yes.
So,
And Pastor stated that the churches are afraid to talk about it,
yes.
but it needs to be talked about. It's so true.
Oh,
So
that's the
true.
pastor that called in and like, hey, pastor, how are you?
Yes, yes,
So, yes.
yes. So, it's really, really important, for, for them to talk about this
Yes.
type of thing, no matter where you are, bring it up, even at your job. Have, like on a lunch break or whatever,
Yes.
everybody get together and do some breathing exercises or something. Take a walk around the parking lot, whatever, just to do that, because you
So,
have to. You
yeah.
have to, like, take it in, you know.
So
Doesn't hurt.
it's one of those things where you all like you said, it's almost like it's a me thing.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, Pat, I'm going to say this, but it's one of those things where you can't always take everything to God. Sometimes you have to do the work, and it comes within you. Sometimes taking it to the Most High can be stressful as well. And it can set you off and may make you feel a little bad.
Yeah.
So it may make you feel like it's stress to go there.
Yes.
And that can send anxiety through as well.
Exactly.
So you're going to want to try yourself.
Iris stated that the pastor is her wife.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that
Hi.
Hi. How you doing? I'm glad you both are tuning in.
Okay.
Yes. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And you want to read that?
She
Barry?
said, my mother thought that it was a demon. Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard that before. Demon or demonic force. And she always felt like whenever my father was having a nervous breakdown, that he was under demonic attacks. Wow, that's crazy. Not realizing that he needed doctor's help. Right. Okay, look. Not everything is heaven and hell. Please believe me. Not everything is that. It is actually an emotional situation that it's a chemical imbalance that happens in the mind. It is not always heaven and hell. It is actually things that happen, and you need to be sure that if you go by the doctor to get it checked
Yes.
for real,
So true.
it's not a joke. It's not a game.
Yes. And also, Pastor. Oh, hello, Amanda. Welcome. Yes, and Pastor stated it's life.
Right.
And Pastor Iris stated that it's chemical chemical
Yeah.
imbalance as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's the
true.
chemical imbalance. It's
Yeah,
a chemical
that's what
imbalance in the brain that
and they can
happens.
do it,
You
and
can't sit there and
yeah,
say that it's. You can't pray it away, y'all. I'm sorry. It can't be prayed away. I mean, your faith can be extremely strong. It is always strong with the man upstairs. It's always strong with the Most High. Your
Yes.
faith is never being challenged with your mental health. It is not being challenged. It is your mental health, and this is truly like needed help.
yeah, yeah. So true.
It is not. You can't just go there and say, "All right, I'm gonna go to the altar tomorrow. I'm gonna go to church
Yeah,
Sunday, and I'm gonna
yeah.
pray it off." No, it
Right.
don't work that way.
And Amanda stated that she had a pastor try to baptize her every time she had a breakout.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is my thing with that. All right, this is the thing. A lot of people will sit there and believe like, if I pray on you long enough or hard enough, you'll start to believe it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what will end up happening is that you'll start thinking that, okay, maybe I'm healed because I prayed. No, you still need to see a doctor.
Yeah.
You still need to see see a
someone.
professional to help you.
Yes.
Praying, oh my goodness. I mean, y'all just don't know the cures you hear out here from people just saying they prayed. No, man, you still got to get checked. I mean, if it was just as simple to just pray it off, cancer would have been taken care of a long time ago.
So true.
So you gotta be sure. You gotta be sure that you actually seek help.
Yes. Yes.
You must seek help.
Yes. And Amanda stated that 3 to 4 a week, and all kinds of people who prayed on me with hands, it was evil.
Because you gotta also be careful of what spirits you're taking in from the people that's sending spirits
You
your
don't know
way.
about their vibe. Their vibe might be all wrong.
Trust and believe.
Yes.
It's just the same thing as old school beliefs that you don't let everybody touch your hair.
Can you say that again, please?
You do not let everybody touch your hair. Old school spirits means
Yes,
you
thank
you
thank
do
you.
take in other people's
Yes,
spirits.
yes. And
Yep.
Pierce stated that yes, and when they couldn't help, they told
Oh, we
me
got people talking?
death was my option. What in the world?
I can't see it.
Am I blind?
Huh? Death without
Are you
work.
serious? I couldn't help.
Faith
They
without
told
work
me
is
that was-
death. Yeah,
No, it's not.
what happened?
No.
I can't see that down there. She said people are talking. I can't see it. Oh, where'd it go?
Did you just
Oh,
knock it
there.
out? Yeah.
I
You see
can't.
it
No,
now?
I can't see it at all. I ain't got no glasses. I'm telling you, I can't see none of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's terrible. And also, Pierce stated that faith without works is dead.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
true. So true. And
So
also, yeah.
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
times you must
yeah.
put in the work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go on and be like, you could be as much faith that you want to put in. I mean, your faith is never, like I said, it's never being challenged when
Yeah.
it's mental health involved.
Yeah.
It's not being challenged.
Oh my God.
It is mental health.
Yeah.
Anxiety is part of mental
It is,
health.
It is. And Amanda stated that that's why I fought for recovery the way I do. Yes,
Right.
That's what you do. That's so true. I'm so happy that you're doing that. And
She said she
Pastor
said-
Williams stated that just because you talk to a therapist doesn't mean you crazy.
Right.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean
Thank
that.
you.
It
Thank
just
you for
means
saying
that you
'Cause some
really
people think
need
you are, you're something like
an
your brain.
extra ear, an extra voice, or
Yeah.
somebody that can help you,
Yeah.
guide you in the right direction to help you get through your
So true.
your illness.
Yes.
And it is an illness, y'all. It's
Yes.
it's not that you're crazy. It's just an illness. It happens.
Yeah. And also, Amanda stated that, yes, they told me to have the courage to take and make the ultimate sacrifice. 14 years old.
Wow.
That's deep.
Wow.
That's real.
That's one of those churches that Oh my goodness, that sounds like a Southern church. Is that a
Yeah, what kind of church
is that a
you're
Southern?
talking?
Is that a Southern church? It sounds real Southern because they believe in like if you sit on down there and just pray all the time, everything goes away. And no, it's just that you was in there praying when it just walked past you. That's pretty much all. But once you come back out there, they'll see you. But it's just what happens.
Yes.
Okay.
You see that Ira stated?
I would say I see a therapist and a what's that?
Psychiatrist.
Wow. Okay. I mean, sometimes it's necessary.
Yes, it is.
It's not nothing wrong. It's just sometimes it's necessary
Yeah.
because you got to get there. It's got to help you.
Yeah, Amanda stated that it was apostolic.
Apostolic. I knew it. That's one of those Southern churches like that kind of belief. I knew it. We had an apostolic church in Baltimore that was like that. I knew about it. As a matter of fact, I think my aunt went to it. And it was actually just like that, that everything was about prayer only. It wasn't about getting help. It wasn't about looking for help to help take care of their people. It was more about prayer and prayer and prayer. And then the more you brought to the church, the more they prayed more. So it was, yeah, boy, them apostolics. Oh, yeah.
And Jordan Bird, hello.
Hey,
Second
Jordan.
my submission, okay. And Ira stated the worst kind of church hurt is neglecting mental health.
Yes.
So true.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that.
That is true.
So true. So true. Yeah.
They are wild. Yeah, they are wild. Yeah. Jordan said, pay it, no mind by split eye. Woo.
Okay. Okay. And depression and anxiety.
Mm.
Yeah. Track about depression and anxiety. Yes. So true. So true. And Ira stated, of course, I was raised apostolic.
Yeah. Now, but am I lying though? That's that Southern thing, that apostolic. They believe in that. That pray all over. They don't really believe in like, all right, we're gonna seek to try to get you help. They're gonna try to make sure they pray it out of you. And my aunt went to this church and was telling us it's called First Apostolic Church. First Apostolic in Baltimore, Maryland. I'll never forget that church. That was just their whole entire thing. They will not tell you that, oh, sister, go get, why don't you go get a check?
Here's a
This
list
ain't never,
here,
no.
take this. Yeah.
Nah.
Go get yourself checked out.
Nah,
Yeah.
they'll pray first.
Yeah. Okay. And Ira stated that Pastor Ira stated that you're on point, and Pastor Killing stated that they believe that prayer is the answer for everything. Yeah. Because I grew up in an apostolic church, and that's yeah.
Prayer is supposed to do everything. I'm sorry, prayer does not work for every situation. You must get it checked out.
And Amanda stated that I was severely abused.
Really abused. So
touch was
and-
scary to
yeah.
begin with.
Yeah.
Believe it. I believe that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Amanda.
That it happens in the church a
But
lot
you
too,
know,
and at home. So
Yeah.
that's that scary point right there.
Yeah. You guys, like I said, tonight, get on this conversation. Share this live. It's really important. Anxiety. We need to talk about this more on Let It Out. And if you want to get on a conversation, don't hesitate to call in. 302.
312-3534.
Yes. I would like to hear from you tonight on if you've been through anxiety and you healed from it or whatever. I want to know what you've done to get better. Also, if you know someone who is going through it, I'd like to know about that as well. So don't hesitate to call in. I'd like to hear that from you.
Definitely.
Yeah. And Iris stated also prayer is a part of the solution.
Yeah.
But along with prayer comes work, action. Go to the doctor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There are professional people out there, and I'm not saying that pastors or ministers or whatever aren't professional people. They are professional people. But when it comes down to the field of medicine, you need to be tested be sure that the things that you're taking, the steps that you're taking,
Yeah.
is the right ones.
Yes.
Because anxiety, like I
Yeah.
said, is a mental health issue,
So
and
true.
it can set you off. Some people have committed suicide because of it.
Yes.
You want to be sure that you on the right side of the track.
Exactly.
You don't want to sit there and let it fester inside you, and then you don't know what to do. And then there's at the time no one else knows what to do to help you. Then you think no one else cares. Then you get angry. Then
Yeah.
frustration comes in. Then everything comes in right behind it. Then that's when the bad things start to happen.
So true, so true. And also, Amanda stated that my story is my testimony and God's courage. He pulls us through, and we need to believe in ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for saying that.
Always
Yeah.
believe in yourself, regardless of what it is. If it's positive, believe in it.
Always be in a positive mood.
Always.
Always.
Because this
Yeah.
world is hard right now, y'all.
Yes, it is.
And it's getting harder.
and-
Y'all
and-
gotta y'all gotta be ready. It's getting harder. So you
Yeah.
gotta stay as positive and prayed up as much as you can. It is getting harder.
Yes, yes, yes. And also, Pastor Williams Killing stated that we tell our members to talk to a professional that can help them with their mental capacity because we are not trained in that area. That's a good thing to tell them.
That is.
Because, everybody can't
Right.
help. Can't
Right.
help you.
Right.
At that moment, maybe whatever you say is good at that
Mm-hmm.
second, but still, you still need to seek professional help. That's just a temporary fix.
Mm-hmm.
So you need something somebody to really help you, and that is a doctor. So you can't be playing around with that. Also, Amanda stated that. Such as pleasure to hear from you speak.
Yes, I was telling
yes,
to
yes,
Amanda.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, that is great, Amanda,
Yeah,
that you
yes.
are speaking out.
Yeah, I'm so
but
proud of you right now. Amanda stated that, but we unite and hold each other.
Yeah,
At bay. So
yeah,
true.
you got to. I mean, sometimes if you have if you have someone that
Yeah.
to assist you through the whole entire works of it, it's always that thing called a buddy system. Sometimes it does work. Sometimes you just need an ear, and it kind of helps you get through your anxiety. Or if you see someone that's going through it as well, you can help them, and they can help you.
Hello, Valerie. How are you? Welcome,
Hey, Valerie.
welcome. She stated that my problem is the people in my life always blame my mood on my pain that I endured. That, and then they think I'm having an attack. They then say it's because I haven't healed and keep bringing up what happened, and I don't want to be reminded. So how can we get our loved ones to understand to not bring up when my anxiety kicks? And sometimes I just need a hug, not words. A hug would be so welcome. Heck, just hold my hand until it passes. So true.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God, you're
So-
so right about that, because everybody needs that.
Right.
I do that to people I don't even know. They'll I can tell that something's going on with them. They be like, "Oh, thank you for the conversation."
Right.
And I just say, maybe this is what you need right here.
Some of
So,
the
yeah.
mood and the pain that you have went through must have been something deeply endured. So
Yeah, yeah.
something deeply happened, like probably home wise, or something happened deep within your life.
Yeah.
A lot of times that kind of anxiety is really strong.
So you're not alone in that.
Yeah, you're gonna want to be sure that you are always in the positive or in a better place for that.
Yes.
You have to understand that not everybody is coming to you for that same purpose, and try your best to breathe when it gets close to when you start thinking it. Try to breathe. Make sure you have someone that you can call to talk to be sure to clear your mind or clear yourself a little better. It's real. It's sad, but there's a lot of people who live their lives that way. And yes, sometimes a little hug does help,
Yeah.
but sometimes that hug comes with hurt. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, so true. Also, Pastor Williams Killing said that we as pastors need to talk to someone at times about our mental capacity
Yep.
because of what we deal with as leaders.
Yes.
So true.
You're
Everybody
human.
needs yeah.
You're human.
No
You're
matter-
human
no matter
first,
who you
regardless.
are.
Regardless of the Most High that you're
Yeah.
seeking and that you
Yeah.
are preaching for, you're human first. You still have to need help yourself. You know, things
Yeah.
like that happen.
So true, so true. Also,
Jordan, wow,
You
go
wanna
ahead,
read that
Jordan.
one? You wanna
Prayer
read
is powerful,
Yes.
and depending on what ceremony you use. Am I saying that? Did I say it right?
prayer is powerful depending on what ceremony you use
Yeah, I
and
said it
how
right.
much energy you put into it. In our Native American culture, we make use of our traditional plants
Mm-hmm.
surrounding our environment and our medicine men and
Right.
have cured different cancers. There are so many teachings, so true, ceremonies and traditions we have that could be used for many different alignments. Even mental illness, it's
Yeah.
more of treatment and considering mentally. Some have been cured, but still, my point is energy is everything. Oh, you're so right,
Yeah.
Jordan. You hit the head on a nozzle.
Yeah.
That's so true, man. I'm telling you, because we need that. Your energy, the people around you.
That's
it,
what
it
you
all comes with all of that.
building your
Yeah,
positive
it
energy
does,
around
it
you
does,
is
it
always the thing that that's needed. I mean,
True.
positive energy is one of the major things that a lot of us lack at.
Yeah.
A lot of us lack. I'm not gonna lie, I lack at a lot of positive energy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like if I go to my wife 100 times a week probably and just ask her something like just to make sure that I'm on point, just to keep my head up. I'm like, because a lot of times I feel horrible. Like I have to just try to keep myself going, and positive energy is what I lack at a lot, and a lot of people around you sometimes do.
Yeah.
So you're always going to need that positive energy. Always need as much as you can positive energy.
Yes.
But anxiety can
Yeah.
be stronger.
Deadly.
But you must.
It's dead. It's silent. Silent.
A lot of people
Like
don't know
everything
that
else.
they're dealing with it,
Yeah.
and it's true. They really, really do not know that they're dealing with it, and it happens.
And Jordan stated.
Since every state's
Science even states.
yeah.
I mean, this is one of the purest forms of energy. Even the stars in the space are made of.
I'm having a hard time. I'm
you
sorry.
are.
My eyes are going.
In the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They girly.
I'll let you do this. Go ahead. You got this.
Yes.
Take it over. You see it?
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't
But
see
if you
a
want to
thing.
call in, on this, but if you want to call in on this topic tonight, don't hesitate to call in because you know Taboshis likes to hear from you. 302-312-3534. I want to hear from you. Your, what you've been through with anxiety and.
He's not even working.
Oh, Gina.
They're not
Okay.
working. My
Well,
eyes are
Jordan,
going.
we got you. I got you. Our energy comes within. Yes, it does come within. So true. So true. So you gotta, and it's the people around you too. Because once, like if they have that negative energy and they're bringing that to you, you're taking all that in. When you trying to get yourself together. So positive energy only. You know what I mean? Hello, Dino.
Hey, Dino. Yeah.
Hello. Yes, positive only, please, because, we need that, like,
Definitely.
look, Musa, look, keep that over there. I don't want none of that. You keep that over there. I need this over here. I need this to be all right here. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So it's a lot to it. It really is. Like right now, I'm having a problem seeing right now. My eyes are really just going crazy right now. But
Yeah, but,
it's like when you have these anxiety attacks, a lot of times it is truly of something that you feel like that you may be lacking, that you may be missing something, or there's something that you're afraid to approach, or there's something that you think is going to hurt you in the long run, or what if, or you're afraid to come out, or it's always something there that's that causes it, that triggers it, and you have a lot of friends, you have family members that can trigger that anxiety. If you had been if you've been tampered with as a child, I'll say it that way, and as you grow up, you get around this person, you'll still feel that anxiety. Like, how is it that they can go through life without even acting like they don't even know? So so that triggers a lot.
And Jordan stated that anxiety is one of the most scariest things I've ever dealt with. My legs and my fingers go numb. My sense of judgment is affected. That's so true, Jordan, because I know what you're talking about. Is affected, and my heart races, and it skips beats and lasts all day. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It took 2 years to get over my anxiety and panic attacks. It takes so much mental strength, but it's possible to get through it, and it doesn't bug me as bad as it used to after facing my triggers. So I know where you're at with that. So I felt like that they was giving me medicine and all that, and I was like, I'm not the pill popper type, so I didn't want to take pills too much, but it helped.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it just made me more. It seemed like it didn't help me. It just made me more agitated than anything. So I just decided not to do it not to take it anymore, and just help my own self some kind of way. So
right. So it's
with
more
the meditation and
that's
stuff
why
like
I said. That's why I said the medicine. They give you medicine for it, but when you come down off this medicine, it actually causes more pain.
It does.
And then that causes the anxiety to be even harder. So it's like when your heart start racing, boy. Like I said, a lot of times if you can calm yourself down, it's hard. It's extremely hard. It really is. But like I said, I learned through meditation and breathing and trying to clear my mind as much as I can. The breathing that I tell people to do mostly, the technique of breathing through your nose and out through your mouth slowly. Take deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth slowly. Do not rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it, because you'll
take it in.
You'll be dizzy.
Breathe it out slowly, and try your best to do that. Relax. Don't sit there and look at the person or look at the things that's going. Close your eyes. Try to relax and do it. The best way that's the best way to approach that. That will help calm your body down. That will help slow your heart rate down. That will help your breathing to calm you down. And once your breathing and your heart rate slows down, your body starts to calm down. Now, then you can approach a situation a little better, because when you start when your body goes on autopilot like that, that can cause you to do a lot of things and go through a lot of things. And also, that's where those people call. That's where it happens with the suicide start coming in, or get into trouble, or they start laying hands out, they start lashing out, or they start doing everything. Yes, Pastor said calm music is good, along with breathing slowly. Yes, that's why I said there's this. That's why I said everybody have Alexa. So if they do, Siri's or Alexa, they actually play spa music on there. So that spa music is really good music to do that.
And make sure you're in a dark. And make sure you're in a dark room, like I turn everything off. I make sure that it's dark, and I put my legs in the Indian style. I try anyway, Indian style, and I just breathe. Before I used to be afraid to do it. I used to be afraid, and then I started getting more relaxed with it because it helped calm me down, and and you gotta ignore whatever's out there. Like you hear
As
something,
much as
just act like
possible.
you're not hearing anything else. You're just
Yes.
within you at that moment. So do that. If you have sage, put some,
Yeah.
burn some sage, and and whatever you do, pray, whatever whatever works for you. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, if you want to call in and talk to me about, what you've been through with anxiety, um,
Definitely call in.
be a part of this topic tonight because it's really a powerful
Mm.
topic, and I'm not going to let it go. So it's about letting it out tonight with me
So
and
you
and my
just call
co-host
in.
Raphael tonight.
Ah.
So yeah.
Struggling. Call in 302-312-3534.
Yes, we'd like to hear from you. Also, was it, Dino stated, I don't have this type of issue, but what I'm gathering is that it's more self-control. Yes.
Yes.
And positive energy.
Yes, definitely.
So
Definitely.
true. So true.
And see, Dino is my brother.
Okay.
He's actually
Okay.
he's family.
Okay.
So he's seen times where I've lost my temper, like seriously lost my temper. He's seen it, and the only thing that was I could not calm down. I could not get myself together, and I had to learn. I had to learn to get everything together
Yeah.
in order to. And he's like one of the people that I looked at to try to start getting myself in order,
Yeah.
like breathing wise, get my life right. He was one of the brothers who was helping me keep my mind together.
Yeah.
And he said, "I'm sorry, I forgot to say good evening."
I'm her. I can't with her. Excuse me, guys. We're gonna go to a commercial real quick, and I'll be right back.
Mhm.
It's too warm here for me.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away.
Right.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the
Hello.
Hello.
Apologize for that. So we're back with anxiety. I am your host, Emotions Rochester, and I'm here with my co-host.
Bassman Raphael Jones.
Yes. And our topic tonight is anxiety, and we have a special guest in here tonight, Miss Brenda Jones. Yes, she is our special guest in here, listening in and getting some feedback and what have you. But you try to please call back. Please call again, please. Call again. Call back again. So I can hear.
What, this one? Okay.
Okay, hold on, you guys. We got a call coming in.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that was Jordan said he was trying to call. I left a message. Sending you too much love.
Good evening. This is Let It Out. Who we talking with?
Hi, my name's Eric.
Hi,
Oh, hi,
Eric.
Eric.
How are you doing? Welcome to Let It Out.
Good. So, I'm just tuning in. I saw you guys are talking about anxiety.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've been suffering with for a good portion of my life.
Okay. Okay.
Both in, just everyday life and with relationships. And I mean, just the other day I had an argument with someone I'm seeing,
Yes.
and I got stuff going on in my head, and she just told me, it's all right to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue, hold it against you. I know that you're leaving, and you must have your reasons.
Right.
She said the season is calling, and or your pictures are falling down. So that's something I've got going on in my head all the time.
Oh my gosh. I'm
So
sorry to hear
so
that. Yeah.
is she's saying this as a way of saying that she's seeing signs that you want to leave?
Well, yeah, things that keep going on in my head all the time. I mean, the steps that I retrace, the sad look on your face, the timing and structure. Did you know he or her a day late, a buck short? I'm writing a report. I'm losing and failing, and when I move, I'm flailing now. And it happened once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sticks to the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. I guess this is growing up,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Have you
that's,
have you ever talked to
doctor or something.
any doctors or anything that you felt like that could help you, or have you ever reached out to
Yeah.
anyone for other help other than just your friends?
Not really. I mean, tried once or twice. The only advice I got is something like, maybe I'll see you at a movie, sneak preview, show up and walk by on the arm of that guy.
That don't sound like no advice, but
Yeah, they need to help you, not just, throw you out there to the bus. They need to be. You really need a psychologist to really talk to. Because that's not a normal thing to go through every day. And that's you. And I'm just thrown with this because this is a serious thing that you're dealing with, and I'm not understanding why nobody wants to really help you with that. I don't understand that, and we're gonna give a number or something like that and put it up so people can call or something like that. We should have something like that, right? Yeah.
there.
All right, guys. Well, I guess this is growing up. Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. Somebody
Wow.
else was calling too.
Yeah.
Yeah, call back whoever that
that
was.
was-
Oh, Jordan.
that was
Call
Jordan.
back. Eric, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Please seek the help that you need. Please do that.
Hey Gidget, how are you tonight?
Hello, Gidget. Welcome to Let It Out. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And Jordan stated it's like he was speaking in rhymes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was sitting there listening
Yeah.
because some of it sound like
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going through something. So he don't know. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Somebody needs to help him.
yes.
And we're gonna try to find if we can get a number or something
If
like
we
that
can
on
get
the screen. Yeah. Can you get a number for us, Brenda, please?
a 1-800
So we can
number
post it.
for
Yeah.
suicide
Yeah.
or
Hotline. Or something.
hotline
Yeah.
for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan, call back. Hello, son. You made it. Yes, he said he wanted to tune in.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
yeah, that's
yeah.
If
What's
you wanna
going
call,
on,
if you
brother?
wanna
How
call,
you feeling tonight,
if you
man?
wanna call tonight, honey, call.
Oh, here we
in.
go.
Wait a minute.
Welcome to Let It Out.
Hello, welcome to Let It Out. Who are we speaking with?
Yes, good evening. My name is George.
Hello, George. How are you? Welcome to Let It Out. I'm your host, Abocious Rochester. And
And Raphael Jones.
so, what do you want to let it out about anxiety?
Well, I was listening to the show. First of all, I just want to say, I'm very much not only impressed, but I'm is inspired by the topics that you all have. I mean,
Thank you.
these topics that everyday listeners, everyday people go through. Except, for example, the topic we have on anxiety today.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's real,
Yes.
Yes, it is. Every day.
but I don't want people to misunderstand or misinterpret what I'm going to say concerning anxiety, but we need to look at anxiety from two different perspectives
Yes.
and kind of differentiate the different type of anxiety that we have. Now, we do have people that really goes through anxiety because of some trauma in their life, and those people definitely need some kind of physician
Yes.
attention or some kind of medication.
Yes.
We're not going to neglect that.
So
But
true.
on the flip side of that, we have some of us also who brings anxiety on themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
That is
We
true.
let go of certain things, but we just hold on to certain
Yes.
things.
That is
So
true.
true.
One of the things that my dad taught me in life is that in everything that you do, there's always an antidote to everything.
Yes. Yes, it
So
is.
for,
It is.
so for us, for some of us who doesn't want to let go of anxiety, then we have to find an antidote for it.
Yes.
I'm not a spiritual fanatic kind of guy. I want to jump for joy and Holy Spirit and all of that. But I love reading my Bible. I think it's
Right.
it's inspiring. It's
Yes.
a beautiful book.
Yes. Yes.
I refer to it as my student companion because that's the information for the human being. No other book was written for a human being but that Bible to troubleshoot, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I read a passage there. I don't remember exactly where I read it from, but it says, "Do not be anxious over nothing, but with everything in prayer and supplication to the true God." And here comes the antidote. Then we experience the peace of God. There it is.
Okay. Yeah.
There's the antidote.
Yes.
But we must have to throw all of that off.
Yes.
So I just want to call in and just, for those of us, again, as I says, who need the medication, go for it because we
Yes.
need it.
Yes.
But for some of us who could let go, let go. Don't
Yes.
let no one take us with them. Let them go by themselves.
So
Yes, that is true.
true. Yes. So true.
So again, I just wanted to call in and says, thank you so much for taking my call and keep up the good works. I'm so proud about you guys.
I thank you,
Thank
sir. I really thank you.
Thank you so much, George.
You're really addressing topics that we really and truly need today, and I really am feeling.
Yes.
Thank
Bless
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
That
Thank
is
you,
true.
George. Thank you so much.
A lot of stuff. I mean,
Yes.
he did touch on it. That
Yeah.
a lot of times you do bring that anxiety on
Yeah.
yourself because you can't let certain things go. That is true. And yeah, Dino, right? The Bible does bring positive energy.
Yes.
And Iris, I thank you so much
Yes,
because
for that
the hotline number to
Yeah.
call in if y'all can't see it
Yes.
is 1-800. Oh, it's on the bottom of the screen. Okay, great.
Okay, good. Yeah.
The number's on the bottom of the screen, which is 1-800-662-HELP.
Yes.
You can make sure that you call in. If you ever need help, you feel as though that you're getting close to suicide or anything else, we have another caller.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Just-
Okay, something not right. One sec.
Hello. Welcome to Let It Out.
Hello, how y'all doing today? How y'all
Hello, son. How are you?
doing? I'm doing wonderful. At
Good.
least I'm making a day of it,
Yes. Yes.
But I wanted to speak upon the anxiety situation.
Yes.
Just 1 second, y'all.
Okay. Sound like
I apologize. I do so much apologize. I'm bad.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I wanted to share a story with you real quick, if that's fine.
That's
That's
fine.
Okay. Not a lot of people know my situation, but I have my spouse. She's in the hospital right now, and it's not really. The story is really not about her. It's just the person that I met at the hospital while she was in there. His father is in the room next to hers.
Right.
And we just kept bumping into each other the whole time we were there, and amongst us leaving.
Mm.
And he said one of the it was weird, but it was like I understood it. He was like, it's almost like as if people don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That you're kind of just in a world by yourself, and as if it's just happening to you. He was like, but we tend to put a smile on our face, and we go to work, and we carry our everyday lives as if this is normal. This is the normal thing. And you literally have to speak to somebody about what's going on, because it will make you explode.
Mm.
It will get you to a point where people are like, what's wrong with this person?
Yes.
And you know what's wrong with you, but nobody else knows what's wrong with you. And they look at it as if you're crazy, but you're not crazy. You just have a lot of anguish, a lot of anxiety, the topic, that you just been building up for so long. It's like almost you can't sweep things under the rug. You got to take care of it when it's
Right.
there.
Right. That is true.
And like I said, with this guy that I kept bumping into, it just made me realize that you're not in this alone at all. It feels like that.
Yes.
So if you could find somebody to talk to, or somebody who can relate to you, or they may not have the answers, but they have an idea of either where or how or what, just something.
Yes.
It definitely helps. I promise you it does.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, so
That is true, and that is great that you're saying that, man. That is true.
But I gotta get back to daddy duty.
Okay. Okay, baby. I love you.
I'm gonna
Thank
let
you
y'all
for
go. I
calling.
love y'all, and y'all take it easy.
You
All
too,
right,
baby.
brother. Thank
Love
you,
you.
man.
All right, good night.
Good night. Yes, that was my amazing son, Joseph.
So yes, it like I was saying, yeah, a lot of people do bring the anxiety on themselves if they're not able to allow things to work itself through and leave it.
Yes.
That was something that I had to learn to do
Yes.
for myself. I had to learn to leave it.
Yes.
Oh, we have another caller.
Oh my.
Oh.
It's busy tonight.
Welcome to Let It Out.
Hello. Welcome to Let It Out. Who are we speaking with tonight?
Pastor Akila.
Hello.
And Pastor Iris.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi. How are y'all?
Doing well. We appreciate you guys.
Oh,
When you think
thank
about anxiety,
Yes.
there's so much that comes to mind.
Yes.
Because with anxiety, it's suicide,
Yes.
homicide,
Yes.
kidnapping. It's
Yes.
so much that comes into it. Right.
Yeah.
And paranoia, schizophrenia.
Yeah.
And you know something else? First of all, I have 4 different blood types in my veins. So when I say this, I'm not being racist.
Right.
But as people of color, I'm not even going to say black.
Right. Okay.
People
Right.
of color,
Yes.
Got you.
we are taught to suppress what we feel and
Yes,
never
Yes.
let it out.
we
Don't talk
are.
to nobody about it. Keep it to
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this for you, Pastor, and I'm gonna say this for you. Those who are born in the '70s know that very well.
Yes.
You have to suppress everything. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
I was born in '74, so that's what
Oh,
you're
y'all
taught.
babies.
That's what you're taught. And even in the church, the preachers will say, "Keep your mouth closed.
Yes.
Don't say nothing.
Yes.
Just go on about your business."
Yes. Yes.
And God will take care of the rest.
Yeah.
But it's not God's job to take care of our mental health if we don't take care of it.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. So true.
You have to want to get better.
What'd you say?
You have to want to get better.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everything you want, you gotta want it.
You gotta put in for it and work hard at it.
People with mental illness sometimes
Yes.
don't even know they have mental illness. They just think, I'm just messed up.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. They don't even know what's going on with them. So
Right.
it takes help sometimes to even identify that you have an issue.
Yeah.
You know,
That's so true.
mental illness runs in my family. I can count it back from. We can track it all the way back to my great grandmother and my great grandfather, and it's on both sides of my family. Suicidal, homicidal thoughts, schizophrenia, paranoia,
Yes.
depression.
Yes.
All of it runs in my family.
Yeah.
The caller with the Jamaican accent, what I love about him is
George.
the one distinction that he said is there is a difference.
Yes.
There is a difference between having anxiety,
Yes.
depression, and having a chemical imbalance.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
You had a caller tonight with a chemical imbalance.
Yes.
He is hearing voices.
Yes, Eric.
Yeah.
He's hearing voices. He needs to see a therapist and
Yes.
a psychologist
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah, yeah, because that just blew me away, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like he was rhyming, and I'm like, huh? Yeah. So it was getting confusing, and his, you know,
Yeah, his whole demeanor,
Yeah.
his whole
the young
Yeah.
lady, whoever she is, she has him,
right.
you know, going off a little bit where that's not good.
Right.
She don't need to be in your life if that's the case, you know.
It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
It is
Very
very,
dangerous.
He can be suicidal
Yeah.
or homicidal in
Yeah.
the click of an instant.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So Eric, I
and
hope you're listening.
like I
yeah.
said, I have it. So
Yeah.
I see a therapist and a psychiatrist. Guess what? It took me 46 years to get to the point
Mm.
where I said, hey, girl,
Yeah.
you need some help.
Right, right.
Because she was driving everybody crazy around her, including me.
And sometimes people don't
Yeah.
realize that they need the help until
Yeah.
the last minute. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that she came to the point that she actually knew.
Yeah.
There's some people who don't even know
Yeah.
at all that they're like the ones that's damaging their surroundings. They don't even know it.
Right.
That they are the problem. But I'll tell you what, having a relationship with somebody that I love forced me to look at myself, and I decided that I don't want my loved ones to suffer with my illness anymore. Is there something that I can do so that the people that I love aren't suffering from my illness?
Right, right.
And because I was raised apostolic like you, sis, you know, I was taught, you know, pour the holy oil on and speak in tongues for 3 hours.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I have a post that I share
Yes.
just about every other week, and it says, mental illness is not a demonic spirit.
It's not.
It's not.
A chemical imbalance, it can be, I can see how people can identify it as a demonic spirit. I can see that because a person with a chemical imbalance, guess what? You can look on their face,
Yes.
and just by their demeanor, you can tell that they are not themselves.
Exactly.
You can see that there's a change that's happening. It's a chemical imbalance. Their chemicals are off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the one thing you said, brother, this is what we don't realize about people with mental illness is it doesn't just happen overnight.
Right.
Something leads up to that. One
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
one day you're tired. One day you're aggravated. The next day you're a little frustrated.
Yeah.
Then you're finding yourself easily angered.
Yeah.
Then there's an explosion because you have not dealt with it. There's been signs
Yes.
all along the way that
Right.
you
You didn't pay attention to. Yeah.
neglect.
Yes. So
And
true.
now you're having an explosion.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that's different from someone with PTSD.
Yes.
Yes.
It
Someone
is.
with PTSD has a trigger.
Yes.
That is
They
true.
could be perfectly fine one moment, and you just say one thing, and
And it-
boom,
It's somebody else.
it's a trigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and so all of these different mental illnesses and anxieties, you as a person have to first recognize that there's something going on and then get the help. Talk to somebody, let them help you identify what's going on with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So true.
Because you can't figure it out. Does medication help? Yes, it does. But you guys said something so clear that's so scary. medication causes so many other things. Medication causes problems
Yes.
with the liver.
It does.
It causes people to lose their eyesight.
Yes.
Some of
Yes.
the medication has so many side effects.
Yeah.
So if you can get to a therapist, if you can get to a psychiatrist, so that you can get it under control. Can I tell you guys what I found out? The main thing for me is lack of rest. When I find that I can't go to sleep,
Yeah.
if I keep that up for 3 or 4 or 5 days, you can best bet we're well on our way to a mental breakdown.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and that's not good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm on a one-way street to
Yes.
a nervous breakdown.
Yes, it
when I
is.
can't sleep.
And
Yeah.
that's
That's
scary
true,
because
yeah.
you actually sitting there at night trying to figure out why can't you sleep. There's been many a nights I've done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sat
And your
up
mind
all
is
night.
full of thoughts and
Yeah.
Right.
Your brain just
Don't
keeps
rush.
running, keeps running.
going.
Yeah.
I told you that's what I do.
Yeah,
My
it
mind
just keeps
keep
running
going.
and running.
It don't
Yeah.
stop.
It does
I just keep
nonstop.
going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's bad. Yeah.
And you know what? Because
Yes.
it runs in my family, I scold my brothers. I tell them, when is the last time you had a good night's sleep? Go get you some Advil PM, some Tylenol PM, some Benadryl. Do something. Go to sleep.
That's
Yeah.
that's my wife said.
Shut your brain down.
Yeah,
before
yeah, you
I
have to.
sit
Sometimes you gotta
up.
shut your brain off, and sometimes that's hard to do too.
It's extremely hard.
It is.
I've been trying to learn to master that. That's one of the hardest things I have is to shut my brain off. I'm
Yeah.
constantly thinking,
Yeah.
constantly going.
And
I could be sitting here reading a book that could be interesting, but at the same
Then your
time,
mind
I got
drifts.
100 other things going on in the back of my head,
Yeah.
and I'm not even knowing the book. So yeah,
And you find out you feel so tired, you don't even know why you're tired.
exactly,
You're just
exactly.
exhausted.
Yes. Oh my
And
goodness.
then you wonder why you're so easily agitated and
Yes.
why you're getting angry. Baby,
Yeah.
you're tired.
Yes.
Your mind is
Yes.
running.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hello, sis. Hello.
Now I
Yes.
will say this. A lot of people probably will get mad for what I'm about to say, but this is real life. Now, if you are a weed smoker, if you smoke weed, I guarantee you, your thoughts are going to lessen. It's going to, first of all, weed is going to calm you down,
Calm you down.
and it's going to bring you to a place where you are at a level,
Mhm.
and that calm level keeps you balanced.
Some people it has a different effect.
Yes,
Some
it
people,
does.
marijuana makes
Yeah,
them
everybody.
paranoid. But
It's
I'm so
everybody
glad
different.
that they are legalizing it and that they are finding that it has medicinal uses
Yes.
Yeah.
that have been very beneficial to people with mental illness.
Yes.
It
yes,
is.
so
It
true.
really does.
Yeah.
I've learned that. So yeah, that's true.
If you can't smoke it, get an edible. You will be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
It'll help you sleep so good sometimes,
Or in
you
a
know.
tea.
And if you're under doctor's care like me, I
Or in a
got
tea.
mention, so I
Tea form.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't use it, but I wish I could because guess what? It helped me more than the pain medication that the doctors were prescribing
I
me.
feel you on that.
It really did, but because I need surgery, I can't have it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm being forced to take Loratabs and things
Yeah.
like this, and I don't even like it. Like I don't even take it. Sometimes I just won't even take it because I don't even like it.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just many different things, but it's really about taking the time to say, hey, I got to look at myself and see, is there something I can do to make this situation better?
Right.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a woman named Valerie who was talking about, family members,
Yes.
talking about what she went through.
Yes.
Well, I can say this.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord help me. I've been molested not once, not twice, but 3 times as a kid. From age 3 to age 14. By 3 different people.
Mm.
Family members.
And they were family members.
Mm.
Sorry to hear that, sweetie.
So,
Oh my God.
As a kid, not being able to vocalize it,
Mm-hmm.
I do thank God for my grandmother, because when she noticed that something wasn't right with me, and she began to question me, and I told her what was going on, she began to take things into her own hands. As old folks used to do back then, mind your business, I got it. They
Right.
take care of it, you don't hear nothing about it.
Right.
But as I got older, what I realized is that, hey, this is something that I have to live with. So, as you said, brother, there are times, even at 47, that I get around male, female, it doesn't matter what the sex is, I'll get this feeling, and I'm like, okay, let me not get too close because they are one. They are a
Right.
predator.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
that
when-
feeling. That's
Yes.
that anxiety feeling
Yes, it
that
is.
comes
Yes,
up.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
it does. And when it gets me like that,
Mm-hmm.
I get shaky. My mind starts to go all over the place. I just get discombobulated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And what I have to do is I have to remove myself out of that situation, not to even, deal with it anymore because it's too much.
Yeah. Yes.
And those of us who have been molested, raped, whatever it is,
Yes.
I don't care what folks have told you. Don't talk about it. Talk about it. Please
Yes.
talk about it.
Yes.
Because I had therapy for it.
Mm-hmm.
And even at times, therapy still didn't help because I was forced to be in the presence of that particular person.
Right.
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 Yeah.
Right. I had opened up to my wife about it about my past with that. So yeah, I opened up and I still have some healing to do with it. But yeah, I got you on that. Yeah.
You know what? We all have healing that we need from something.
Right.
Yes.
It
Yes.
doesn't. It doesn't have to be molestation, rape, whatever. But we all need healing from something.
Yes.
We as people of color need to start coming forth and being a voice. We need to come together and start saying, okay, you know what? If I can help you, let's talk about it.
Yes.
And not judge them when
Yes.
they come
After
to
you're
to
talking.
talk about
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
spread their business
Exactly.
all over the place.
Exactly.
either.
Exactly. Yes. Because it doesn't help the situation either. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
We
goodness.
are our brother and our sister's keeper.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think, we always want to say Black Lives Matter, but really all lives matter.
Exactly. My words.
Let's help one another
Yeah.
heal,
Yes.
grow,
Yes.
and mature
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so we can be powerful like we are supposed to be.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Sisters,
Brenda,
where y'all from again?
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay.
That's
all
what it
right,
was. Yeah.
all right.
I had to remember where y'all was from because I know y'all told us the last time.
Yeah. Well,
You guys are awesome. We love Let It Out.
oh, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so,
for your
so much.
support and continue listening in.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to continue this a little bit and then we're going to go ahead and sign out.
Okay.
So, thank you, ladies, for calling in. We appreciate you.
Thank you so, so much.
Right.
This
Good night,
is a-
guys.
Good night.
Good night. And you guys also, Joseph, my amazing son, stated that crying is actually a type of therapy too.
Yeah, that's definitely
It
true.
is. It is.
I mean, a lot of people don't feel as though they can, but yeah, it is. It does help.
Yeah.
I'm not saying how it helped, but
But it does
it
help.
what it does is it relieves a lot
some
of
that
stuff out
tension
of
and
you.
Stress a little bit. Yeah.
I'm very interested in what this guy Bill Love
I'm
said.
gonna get to that in a few minutes.
But
And my sister Daphne stated that it sure isn't a dynamic spirit.
yeah,
It's
dynamic.
not- yeah. And we're gonna talk about Bill Lovey. Okay.
Mm.
I think one of the biggest problems or issue we are facing with anxiety today, most medical professionals are quick to give medication, but the person don't need medication. They need to talk with someone or a professional. They need to aboard someone just to listen to them so they could vent. And that's the antidote, not the medication. That's the issue we're having in society today. And the medical professionals are too quick to prescribe medication for someone who don't need it. So
Who
true,
don't need
Bill.
medication,
Thank you
right.
for that.
That is
so
true.
true. You are just amazing. Thank you for that that comment. It's really, really awesome. And also, Ira stated crying is so good for you. So true. And Daphne stated that, but people don't do that, especially black people. Always try to be better. than the other.
Right, right.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah. And Ira stated yes. Yeah.
So it does happen.
Yeah.
I mean, anxiety, like I said, is a very powerful thing.
It
This
is.
was a very serious and strong topic tonight.
Yes.
So, like I said, anybody who knows anybody going through it needs help. I mean, like truly, truly needs help.
Call that number.
Call
on
the
our-
number. What is
the
it?
hotline.
It's 1-800.
Yeah.
What is it? 669-HELP.
Yeah.
Please be sure that you call that number. There's always someone there that can help you get you through it. And oh, sorry, I apologize. It's 1-800-662-HELP.
Yes.
And be sure that you use that number
Yeah.
because you have to get as much help as you can.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, please do that. And Daphne stated that instead of helping one another. So true. And with that, you guys, we're going to say thank you for those who called in.
Thank you
for those
so
who
much.
tuned in tonight. This is a powerful topic. You know me, I'm going to keep going at it. Even though people don't want to hear, I'm going to keep talking about it anyway, to boast his mouth. So, guess what next week is? Alcoholism. Have
Wow.
you ever had an issue with alcohol?
No, that's
Don't
my
tell me
friend.
now. Wait until next week. I don't want to know yet.
No,
Okay.
that's my friend.
And you guys, I love you guys. Please continue to stay safe. I am your host, Tobosis Rochester.
And bassman Raphael Jones.
Yes, you guys have a good night. See ya.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse to